Today we're going to talk about Mother Teresa's top 10 quotes for a happier life. And hopefully you can use a couple of these to improve your own life and perhaps to improve somebody else's life as well. Let's take a walk. Now I know we're all not saints like Mother Teresa, but if we listen to some of her advice and some of her wisdom, and if we can live just 1/10 of what this remarkable woman has done, then I think we're well on our way to living a life of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness. It's very muddy out here. We've had a lot of rain lately. The first quote is, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one come to you without leaving a little happier." So I think we all know somebody who during their lives has spread love like Mother Teresa has. I can think of a good friend of mine who I worked with for years who used to go around the office every day with a pot of coffee, and he would go to the women and the men in our administration department and say, "Hey, who wants a hit of coffee? Who wants some Java?" And this went on every day for years. So spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. The second quote from Mother Teresa is that if you judge people, you have no time to love them. And if you really think about this, it takes a lot of negative energy to judge somebody. Judging is only something that God does, and that is only at the end of our lifetime. During our lifetime, we have an opportunity to be forgiven and to spread mercy and kindness. So Mother Teresa spent no time judging others. She spent all of her time caring for, nurturing the sickest, the poorest, the loneliest people. So why should we judge others when that leaves no time to love them? So I would ask myself, where is judgment blocking love in my life? The third quote from Mother Teresa is that peace begins with a smile. If you think about it, a smile breaks down barriers. It creates warmness, affection towards others. It says, hey, I'm not judging you. I'm recognize you as a child of God. So if we smile at somebody who has hurt us in the past, we are showing that we no longer resent them and that we are letting peace rule our lives. We're not letting the other person control us. We're showing that we are not judging them and that we are choosing peace. So peace begins with a smile. And I would ask myself, what kind of atmosphere am I creating when I enter a room or when I meet somebody new? Quote number 4, "The most terrible poverty is loneliness and the feeling of being unloved." You know, you may be abandoned by people at work, people at school, or even people in your own family, but Jesus is always there for you. He hung on the cross. He was abandoned by the church elders, everyone around him. Even Peter denied him 3 times. So just remember that Jesus shares in your abandonment, and when you feel unloved or unwanted, he is always there with you, sharing in your abandonment. So the most terrible poverty is loneliness and abandonment. And I would ask myself, who in my life is lonely or has been abandoned? And can I reach out to them? Can I make them feel engaged, loved, and wanted again in our community? The 5th quote from Mother Teresa, she said, "If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other." Think about the aspen tree. The aspen tree grows tall next to other aspen trees. It has a shared root system, and these roots intertwine with other trees, and they all depend on each other and they hold each other up. So imagine if we are lonely all the time and we don't rely on others for help and guidance, especially the help of God and Jesus. So if you cut down one of these aspen trees, it is likely that the one next to it will also fall down eventually. So we all need the support of each other. We all need the support of a community and the church. So if we have no peace, that means we have forgotten that we belong to each other. So I would ask myself, who can I reach out to include them in our group? Quote number 6, Mother Teresa said, "Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin." So I think what she is saying here is, don't have regrets about your past and don't be anxious about your future. Mother Teresa was only concerned about today, who she was helping, who she was with. The only time to truly act is today. So I would ask myself, what one good thing can I do today? Well, this next one's been really tough for me over my lifetime. Be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. I can't tell you how many times my mother used to tell me, son, it's in the little things. And it took me forever to learn this. She said, open the door, smile at someone, say something kind, do something, go out of your way to not think of yourself so much, but to think of others. Take flowers to your wife. Buy her a box of chocolates. Little kind things like writing a thank you note. These are all the little things in life that go such a long way. So I would ask myself, what small habit can I start today that will strengthen my life and hopefully help somebody else along the way? Number 8, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters that will create ripples. If you think about it, one act of kindness can inspire many more acts of kindness. I like to think of the pay it forward mentality that was started a few years ago, where if you're in a drive-through and you pull up to the drive-through counter, you pay for the person behind you, you pay for their meal. And the idea is that the person who follows you would pay for the person's meal behind them, and so forth. What a great way to create ripples. Another great way to create ripples in the community is to start a little free library. I know we've all seen these along a street or a park where there's a box that's protected by the weather, and you start by putting free books in there for others to read and to take out, and hopefully they'll replace them as well. So I would ask myself, what kind of ripples can I create today? Number 9, the hunger for love is much more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. Mother Teresa noted that a lot of parents did not have time for their children, and it's these children who often feel neglected and unloved who turn to drugs and alcohol and become addicted to substance abuse. She also thought of the child who has no time for their parents. She visited a lot of nursing homes, and what she noticed was that when she walked down the hallways, as she looked into each room, she saw somebody staring at the doorway, and they did not have a smile on their face. And she asked the nurse what was going on, and the nurse told Mother Teresa that the parent is always waiting for a son or daughter who never shows up. So I would ask myself, who in my life needs my time now more than ever? And finally, number 10, do something beautiful for God every day. And I think Mother Teresa saw the divine, something beautiful in everything. An act of kindness, usually something random, something you do for others without expecting a payback or a reward. Going out of your way to do something kind, like mowing the neighbor's lawn while they're on vacation, or taking in their trash cans while they're at work. So I would ask myself, what beautiful act can I offer to God today? Thanks for joining me today. I would love to hear your feedback on any of these quotes and answer any of the questions down below in the comments section so we can all spread more ripples throughout our lives. God bless. If you liked that video, make sure to check out the Scott Campbell Outdoor Catholic YouTube channel, where we have more videos just like this. And if you want to see our newest videos, make sure to click subscribe so you'll get notifications.